Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like my videos, subscribe channel, and keep the notification open. Enjoy watching. Erik ten Hag's reign as Manchester United manager off to nightmare start with Brighton defeat despite Cristiano Ronaldo's efforts from bench. New season, new manager, but still the same Manchester United. Erik ten Hag's reign as Red Devils manager got off to a nightmare start as his side lost 2-1 to Brighton at Old Trafford on Sunday. Ten Hag's reign started with a defeat to Brighton. Gross scored twice at Old Trafford to hand Brighton victory. Pascal Gross netted 2 first-half goals on the Seagulls' way to a memorable victory, despite a late second-half fight-back from the home side. It was memorable for just how poor United were, particularly in the first 45 minutes of the game. The big talking point before the match was over Cristiano Ronaldo, and Ten Hag decided he was not fit enough to start, with debutant Christian Eriksen surprisingly playing in a false nine role. For all the talk about their star man, it was their problem midfield that continues to plague United, and it led to Brighton's opener half an hour into the match. Scott McTominay lost possession inside the visitors' half and Leandro Trossard played a through ball to Welbeck, whose cutback across the 6-yard area was turned home by Gross at the far post. There were boos at Old Trafford at half-time after a dreadful 45 minutes. McTominay's performance in particular came under scrutiny in the match, with suggestions that he was lucky to even be on the pitch for a nasty challenge on Moises Caicedo. United were torn apart again in the 39th minute when the ball was transferred with ease from a move down near Brighton's corner flag. Just 4 passes was all it took to move the ball into United's penalty area, from where Trossard crossed from the right for Gross to score at the far post. Gross was on fire for Brighton in the first half. Unsurprisingly, there was a fierce reaction at half-time with the United players booed off the pitch. Ten Hag has a huge task on his hands to turn things around at the break. TalkSport's Mickey Gray was at Old Trafford reporting on the game and gave his verdict on what he saw from the first 45 minutes. "What are Manchester United doing? They are all over the place," the former Sunderland man said. "I haven't seen any evidence of the Erik ten Hag revolution at Manchester United. They have been absolutely atrocious." Ronaldo came on after the break and made his impact felt. With no significant improvement early in the second half, Ronaldo was finally introduced in the 52nd minute to a standing ovation from some sections of Old Trafford. It also resulted in a change of roles, with Eriksen dropping into a holding midfield role for the departed Fred. The 37-year-old made his impact felt almost immediately as he put a chance on a plate for Marcus Rashford, only for his teammate to fire the ball straight at goalkeeper Robert Sanchez. United got themselves back into the game in the 68th minute from a scrappy goal at a corner. United got one back through a fortuitous own goal. Diogo Dalot's mishit header rebounded off his shoulder goalwards, and Alexis Mac Allister could only help it into the net despite the best efforts of Sanchez. Brighton held on to win 2-1 to give them their first ever victory at Old Trafford. Erik ten Hag is now the 8th manager, including caretakers, to take charge of Manchester United in the 9 years since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. 6 of his 7 predecessors in that time have won their first ever match in charge of the Red Devils, with Louis van Gaal the only exception. Ten Hag now joins him with that unfortunate record. Defences in England will be worried about the prospect of coming up against Erling Haaland this season, and so may a few post-match reporters. The striker kicked off his Manchester City career in style on the opening weekend of the Premier League season, scoring 2 at West Ham. Haaland's first league goal saw him bring out his meditation celebration. And he was so happy he forgot you couldn't swear on telly. He was superb on the pitch in East London and had fans in stitches off it as he swore twice in his post-match interview. And it's not the first time Haaland has had us laughing after games. Before joining Borussia Dortmund in January 2020, Haaland plied his trade at Red Bull Salzburg. It was his exploits for the Austrian side in the 2019-20 Champions League which made Europe's elite really sit up and take notice of him. After scoring a stunning first-half hat-trick against Belgian side Henk in September 2019, Haaland cut a somewhat restrained figure with his post-match chat revealing his very dry sense of humor. Reporter, you made history scoring your first half hat-trick, how are you feeling right now? Haaland, I feel very good. Haaland certainly kept his emotions in check after the fast hat-trick. Reporter, anything else? Haaland, you asked how I feel, I answered. Reporter, what's the secret? You've got 17 goals in 9 games this season so far. Haaland, to work hard. Reporter, you go to Liverpool in 2 weeks' time. Your father, Erling Haaland, scored at Anfield in 1997. Are you hoping to follow suit? Haaland, I hope so. He's a much more seasoned interviewee these days, so much so that he's ready for the most unexpected question. He wasn't fazed by a very odd question. After netting a brace in Dortmund's 3-0 win over Club Brugge in November 2020, Haaland was seemingly asked a very bizarre question about his private life. The CBS journalist asked, "Are you going to sleep lonely tonight?" Haaland replied, yeah. The interviewer then said, "You're not taking a girlfriend home right now, you didn't score a hat-trick." The striker responded, "Didn't score, no." Reporters in England will be kept on their toes by Haaland. It later became clear that the reason for the interview's strange questioning is because Haaland revealed he sleeps alongside his hat-trick match balls, which he describes as his girlfriends, in November 2019. "I sleep with the 5 balls for each hat-trick I have scored," he said. "I lie in bed and I feel good with them. I look at them every day. They are my girlfriends." The British media have already enjoyed their first taste of a Haaland interview. The 22-year-old got his life in the Premier League off to a flying start over the weekend, netting a penalty and later slotting past West Ham's substitute keeper Alphonse Areola in his side's 2-0 opening game win. But he could have had more. When asked about the chance that could have landed him a hat-trick, Haaland said, "Yeah, I could have. If you saw, I could have right before I went off, I should have been there, so. But but that's how it is." After a few seconds of silence, the Norway international was clearly unaware he'd just sworn, and he was apologetic when his interviewer politely reminded him not to swear. "Oh sorry, he said, before putting his hand to his mouth and apologizing again. "Oh sorry. Not good language in this country," he laughed.